Well, good morning, Zango Nation, and welcome to another Zango Super Saturday. And today we are going to talk about getting started in Zango, and of course for maximum speed and profit. Zango today is such an amazing opportunity. We have so many products that we can start a business with that are simple and easy to understand and simple and easy to share. So first, I want to welcome you all back to school. We are going to learn a few things here today. Zango is a brand new type of experience for most people, and there are new things to learn to be able to develop your skills that will take you as far as you want to in our compensation plan. So first, we're going to start with the first 48 hours. Your first 48 hours is really important. During this time, the first thing, of course, you want to do is place your order. And we're going to talk about good, better, and best ways to get started. We have to determine your why. We have to set some goals. We have to make a list. We have to set aside some time. We have to commit to a number of minimum daily contacts, and then we have to plug into Zango. Now, during this time, we're not going to actually be contacting people on this list. We're going to be preparing to do that. So your first 48 hours is very important. And I'm not going to take you into the depths of goal training and list creating and all that today because we have training. We have training in the Zango University archives, and of course there's just lots of training out there on how to develop a why. There's books written on the subject but we need to figure out, first of all, you need to figure out what is your why. What do you really want? And why do you want it? And what are the consequences of not succeeding? And what are you willing to sacrifice in order to get it? So you need to think about this. This is why this is a 48-hour training, is you've got 48 hours to determine these things, write them down, and then schedule an appointment to get back with your sponsor and go over these things so that then we can get on to step 2, and that is the action plan of contacting people. What's your dream? If you could have anything, what is your dream? You want to write your dream. You want to identify your dream. You want to start thinking about your dream. You want to create a dream board with pictures and images of your dream so that you can start focusing on your dream and taking the action steps towards your dream. Because he who has a why can bear just about any how. Now, next thing we're going to do is set our goals. Again, I'm not going to teach you all the ins and outs of goal setting. There's entire books written on the matter, multiple hour long training on how to set goals. But goals are really important. We have to figure out, we know our why, we know our dream, but now we're going to set the goals in order to get there. So first of all, again, identifying what is important to you. There's different reasons why people do this business. Is it travel? Is it donating to charity? Is it just to get out of debt? Is it to help your family or pay for your children or your grandchildren's education, to get a new home? What is your why? What are the things that are important to you that you want to accomplish? And then what are your monthly income goals? Where do you want to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year, in 5 years? And then what is your ultimate income goal? And if you just won the lottery today, what would you do? Where would you live? What would you buy? So this is kind of just to give you an idea of what we want to do with our goal setting. And then we're going to share that with our upline team members who can help us accomplish these goals. And then we need to make a list. So we're going to start with a list. By the way, if there are any millennials on the line, baby boomers, war babies, you guys don't count for this. Even Gen Xers, I'm not sure. But if there's any millennials that can identify what this little item is under Make a List that says Build Your List, can identify what that is, put it in the chat room and tell me what it is. Very interesting. Most millennials don't know what that is. So any millennials on the line, let us know. We're going to make a list. This is our greatest asset that we have. All the people we know, the average person knows about 300 people personally they could actually think about, and write their name down and begin to contact that they know on a first-name basis. So we're going to start right then and there at this 48-hour training meeting when I sponsor a new distributor. I'm going to have them put 20 on the list right in front of me, right away, to help them get started and be thinking about people. And then we want to build that list, and our goal is to get it to the 300, and we want to contact a minimum of 100 of them in our first 30 days. And we're going to use the opinion approach. We're not going to prejudge anyone, this list of everyone we know, because when we use the opinion approach, there is no pressure. There is no credibility issue. This is, you just contact people on your list and say, hey, I've been looking for a business. I think I found something, but I would sure love for you to help me evaluate it. I think this product might really appeal to you. I hear it's really great. We do have a money-back guarantee, so if it doesn't work, but I'd sure like you to try this product for a month and tell me what your experience is, and I'd also love you to look at the business and just tell me what you think. That approach works with everyone. So you're not trying to market to them as much as you are that first 30 days using the opinion approach. This list can become $1 million asset. And Catherine and Vicki are the winners. It is a roll, although Vicki put Rolodex. Catherine got Rolodex. That is correct. A Rolodex. Back in the day, before we had our phones with our contact list, we had a Rolodex. It was contact cards put in a list, A to Z. You just flip through it, and that's where you put your family, your friends, and people you knew's name and phone number and whatever other details. So back when I started this business, we used to call it working your Rolodex. And we used to say to look for people who had really big Rolodexes because they knew a lot of people. So yes, winner, winner. But today, how do we make that list? Well, we start off with social media, because not only do we have a contact list in our cell phones, so you've already got that list going. We're going to scroll through that phone and identify some people that we're going to contact right away. And then any of the social media tools that we use. If we're on Facebook, we want to go through our Facebook, our friends, and start looking at them and putting them on our list. Or Twitter, or Pinterest, or Google Plus, or Vimeo, or Skype, or LinkedIn, or YouTube. It's so many social media. Whatever you currently use, we're not asking you to start using a social media venue that you don't currently use, but whatever you do use, log into that and look at your friends. It's going to help you make this list. So right there, you're probably going to have 300 people by the time you look at your social media list and the list on your cell phone, all your contacts. But from there, you can use memory joggers to help you think of people maybe that aren't currently in your social media friends or in your phone, because maybe it's been a long time since you've talked to some of these people. But we're going to start with your relatives, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and then we're going to look at who's your doctor, your neighbor, your postman, these people in your life that you personally know. And we're going to look at who sold you your house, your car, your tires, your computer. I mean, be thinking about the things that you bought. Who did you buy them from? You might not know the person by first name, but you probably remember, well, it was at Best Buy, and it was this young kid, and he had red hair, and you're going to go look for him and can't find him. You ask the another sales clerk, hey, this guy I bought a computer from. He's a young kid with red hair, and oh, he doesn't work here anymore, or whatever. Or they tell you, oh, he's off today, or oh, he's over in this department now. But you can think of people when you use a memory jogger. Who did you go to college with, or you were in the service with, or who was at your wedding? Maybe who's on your bowling league. I mean, these are people that don't come to your mind necessarily instantly without using a memory jogger. But when you use the memory jogger, you start thinking about these people. Who do you know? It's a professional accountant, banker, carpenter. You notice these are alphabetical. We used to tell people to go through the phone book from A to Z and look at every profession, and then think of people that you know that are in that profession. So those of you who still have phone books can do that, and those of you who don't, use memory joggers and go through them and think about people you know who have those professions. And then think about people who you respect, or people seem to like, or owns a business, or has international connections, or speaks multiple languages, is a center of influence, who's an entrepreneur. So when we use a memory jogger and our social media list and our cell phone list, you will easily put 300 plus people on a list. And now I got a list to work with. Next, we got to figure out the time that we have to do this business. So time management is key. And what we need to do with time management is, first of all, we need to actually get a schedule. So this is a planner. I would get a written one, and I would put the schedule down and then start and go through and fill out on your schedule, first of all, what do you absolutely have to do every single day? These are non-negotiable items. This is if you have a job, you're going to put your job down, whatever your hours are, but we're going to leave the lunch hour part off, or even little breaks, whatever it is that you have, but we're going to put down the time you cannot do the business. Many jobs you can still do the business during the job, like during your lunch hour or a 15-minute break. I mean, just going and making a quick phone call, checking your email, checking your text, looking for responses from people, following up with them, responding to them. It doesn't have to take too long. I could, even if I had a 10-minute break, I could just quickly check my texts or my emails, and if there's any kind of a response there, I could quickly send a message and say, I'm at work right now, can't talk, but how is 8 o'clock tonight? I could call you then, or whenever, just to connect and to follow up and not to let things sit and get cold. So we can do the business before work, after work, even during work in small increments. And what else is it that we have to do? We go to church from 9 a.m. to noon, and during that time maybe we can't do the business, although get to church early and you can have conversations with people. Stay a little bit late and you can have conversations with people. So think about everything that you have to do. We're going to put it down, and then we're going to find Zango time. It's amazing how much time you can find if you do it that way first. You put in what you have to do first, and then you find these little holes of all of a sudden time that you can do Zango time. And what about people go to the gym? That's important for you. That's time you got to go. But you can have conversations at the gym. So it might be gym time, but it is also Zango time. So on some of these times, it's going to be like a half line. During these hours, I'm doing gym and Zango. I'm bowling and Zango, because if I talk to the people on my bowling league, I talk to the people on the other team that I'm bowling against. So whatever it is, be thinking about your time. And now let me give you some success secrets. First of all, I'm going to talk about MDC. It stands for Minimum Daily Contacts. It also stands for the $1 Million Club. In Zango, we have a $1 Million Club. These are people who have earned more than $1 million worth of commissions in their Zango career, and that number exceeds 140 today. I guarantee you those people had a higher MDC, a higher minimum daily contact, than those people that are not in the club. Minimum daily contacts. How many people are you going to talk to every single day? So when I first got started in the business, I struggled for years because I would talk to people, but if I got a really good prospect, I would be so excited about that prospect, I would ride the high of that prospect sometimes for weeks, thinking, this is it, this is the big one. I would take that prospect to meetings. I would introduce that prospect to everyone in the upline. I would follow up with that prospect. I would give that prospect samples. I would send them information. And then what happens? What happens is I lost my momentum. See, this business and talking to prospects kind of like filling up a pipeline. So we got to keep putting prospects in the pipeline if we want distributors to come out the other end. So we need to be consistent with our number no matter how good or how not so good any one of those contacts are. We need to make them. What is a contact? Simply talking to a new person about your business or your product or the Zango Goodness program, the Meal Pack program, Paradise, talking to somebody about your business or your products and inviting them to get some more information. Now, some will, some won't. It doesn't matter if they say they're not interested. They're still one of your contacts. So my big success secret, after 5 years of up and down and hit and miss and some success and then going one step forward and 2 steps back sometimes, was the minimum daily contacts. Back then I went to a seminar 25 years ago called the 10 Bean Method. And all they said was, Go buy a big bag of pinto beans. Every day put 10 in your pocket and don't go home till the beans are gone. Every time you talk to a new person about your product or your opportunity, you can throw away a bean. And I was committed to that, and I did it. And I want to tell you, sometimes maybe it's midnight, I'm coming home from a meeting, I stopped at Denny's and talked to the busboy, the cashier, the waitress, maybe even the cook to get 4 of them. Or maybe I'd pick up the phone and call airlines and just price trips to Hawaii. And I would say things like, I'm going to Hawaii in June with my company. I earned this trip, or I'm going to earn this trip, or whatever it is, trip to paradise. Are you planning on going, planning on earning? Why don't you start calling American Airlines, Delta Airlines, call them all. Call them all and just say, I'm winning a trip to the Dominican Republic in August. I just wanted to check on what the flights were. Because you get into a conversation with the person. Really? How'd you win the trip? Oh, well, actually. And so it's a conversation. Doesn't matter what the outcome of the conversation is. And so I did that, and within 6 months, I was not only full-time in network marketing, but I was also a 5-figure monthly income earner. So that's the big success secret, number 1. Second, the 80-20 rule. You have to know that 80% of the people that you talk to are not going to be interested in even listening to what you have to say, because whatever you're saying to them, maybe they're relating to an experience. They don't even know what you're talking about. So they're making up their mind. They're prejudging you before you prejudge them. They're prejudging you, and they're thinking, nah, I'm not interested. It's one of those things, or whatever it is. So, but 20% will be. 20% will say, yeah, I'd like to know more. Yes, I'd like to try that product. Yes, I'd like to go to a business meeting. 20% will. And that's why the 10 being was so important, because out of 10 people, at least 2 people every single day would say, yes, I want to know more, which is 10 people a week if you're only doing this 5 days a week. So again, 80-20 rule says out of the 10 people a week, 80% of them probably won't join the business. Half of them will be your customer, but they're not going to be interested in the business. But 20% will. That means 2 new distributors a week plus 2 or 3 customers. And then keep following that up, and 80% of them are going to want to make some extra money, or they're going to be willing to put in some effort. But 20% will have big goals, be willing to put in a lot of effort, and they're going to be your business partners. So we just know that. It's a numbers game. We don't worry about it. So here's the next thing is the follow-up. The follow-up, the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. We've heard that. Follow-up. Here's some sales statistics. Only 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So if you don't follow up, you're literally going to have to do 50 times more work than people who do. You're going to have to talk to 50 times the people than people who do. So we want to follow up. Then if we follow up at least once, so in the second contact, 3% of sales are made there. So with 2 contacts, the initial and the follow-up, 5% of sales are made. Another 5% of sales are made on the third contact. So at least 3 contacts, we're up to 10% now. On the 4th contact, another 10% right there. But 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. So we got to follow up. Yet only 10% of salespeople even make more than 3 contacts. And 12% of salespeople make 3 contacts and stop. 25% make 2 contacts and stop. 48% of salespeople never follow up. So don't be one of those. These are the success secrets. Minimum daily contacts, understand the 80-20 rule, follow up, and understand this is a numbers game. Now, we need to plug in. So I need to plug my new distributor in to everything on YouTube. Zango University and Zango Juice are on YouTube. Zango University has all the training archives, and it has Maximize Monday archives, and it has videos on the compensation plan, which is important. You're going to need to give that new distributor compensation plan training to your new distributor. And we want to plug them in to Facebook. Again, YouTube and Facebook both have the same URLs as far as facebook.com/Zango Juice for corporate, /Zango University for our training. And then we want to plug into Zango.com. We want to go to the events so we understand what events are taking place and we can build and promote towards the next event. ZangoEros.com, the resources, the blog. Plug in, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, make sure that you plug into the Zango official pages there. Next, we're going to get started. So that was our 48-hour assignment. We get back together again in 48 hours and we go through it, the list, the goals, and we're ready, and now we're ready to take action. So now it's time for your first 30 days in Zango, and we're going to use the opinion approach the first 30 days because you're not yet locked in. You don't yet have the belief that you can succeed in the products because you're still operating on faith. I mean, you just heard about this yourself. You just made this decision to get involved. You've been in the business for 48 hours. You have not had the experience yet needed to help you really understand how powerful this opportunity is and how life-changing these products are. So we're going to get that through the first 30 days using the opinion approach. We can contact everyone on our list with this. There's no reason to have anyone, sometimes we call it a chicken list, people that you're afraid, you're chicken, to contact because you're prejudging. You're thinking, oh, they'd never listen to me about an opportunity because they're so successful and I've never been successful, and whatever the reasons are. That's why we use the opinion approach, because you can contact those people on your chicken list and you can say, you know how I've been looking for a way to make some extra money, and I came across something that I think is amazing, but I really respect you because you're so successful, and I would really love it if you could help me evaluate this business and give me your professional opinion. What about maybe you've been in the industry for a while and you've gotten some people involved in some stuff and they got mad at you because maybe it didn't work out before. They said, don't you ever call me on another thing, ever, ever, ever. So you contact them and say, I know you said not to ever call you on anything, and I'm not calling you to try to pitch you at all, but I haven't given up on my dream, and I'm still looking, and I came across something I think is different, but boy, I would really love it if you could help me to take a look at this with me. Just tell me what you think. Just give me your opinion. I'd love you to try this product. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can literally order the product today, try it for a whole month for free. You don't love it, you can just call the company and they'll refund your card, no questions asked. I'd like you to just maybe even meet somebody and just hear a little bit about this because I don't want to make another mistake, and I would sure love for you to help me evaluate this one. You can use the opinion approach in your first 30 days with anybody. So who do you know? We're going to start thinking about people that might have a need for the products, right? Who do you know that have kids, that have trouble sleeping, that lacks energy, that has a weak immune system, has digestive problems or trouble sleeping or whatever it is? Who do you know that's physically active or plays sports or wants to lose weight or is looking for tax breaks or needs extra income or is getting ready for retirement? We start thinking again, it's that list, right? We already made our list. So now we're going to look at that list and we're going to identify who they are and what product might be great for them, and we're going to call them and talk to them and tell them about one product and invite them to sample the product and try the opportunity. So first of all, just remember, our opportunity worldwide is all based on our Zango juice. This is a patented juice, came out in 2002. We did $1 billion worth of sales in the first 5 years. We've done billions of dollars of sales with this juice alone over the years. And we've come out with different bottles and designs and packaging, and we have all kinds of fun stuff with the juice, but it's all about the juice. It's all about this pericarp, the rind, the outside of this mangosteen fruit that has all these powerful xanthone molecules in it that makes it much more than an antioxidant. It is a super antioxidant, and there's not another fruit like it in the world. And so we have the patent on this whole fruit puree of this mangosteen used in a commercial beverage like this, in a functional beverage. And so this sets us apart. This is the same juice that we've been selling since 2002 that has changed millions of people's lives around the globe. And because of this juice and additional products that we've launched since then, we have launched and opened over 40 markets in Zango. We have our Zango Goodness Foundation, our 501(c)(3) charity, where we're making a huge difference in the world in the lives of children, families, especially for severely malnourished people. We are 1 in 1,000, folks. Zango's one of 50 companies that have even made it to their 10th birthday. In our entire industry, of the hundreds of thousands of companies out there, we've set records, fastest to $100 million a year, fastest to $250 million a year. Our goal is to be the fastest to $1 billion a year. So the current record holder did it in 18 years. We've got a few more years to go. Whether we're the fastest or not, when we're doing $1 billion, Zango's going to be paying out $500 million in commissions. And there's a whole compensation plan training that will explain that, but that sets us apart. Nobody pays like Zango. Nobody's done what Zango's done. And nobody's going where Zango's going, or very few are. So we have to understand this. We have to understand this story. This is the story. From there, we have additional products, promotional products in different parts of the world. And so what was shared with you? What caught your interest? Was it the PICS weight management products? Was it the Zalo Pro line? Was it our meal pack program? Was it our 2-minute miracle gel? So what was it? So whatever was shared with you that you got excited about, that's going to be the first thing you're going to start with, because you've got a personal story. And you can say, someone shared it with me and this is what happened. So we're going to start with that product and do a campaign around that for the first 30 days. We're going to talk about that product because you've got a personal experience with it. And then we'll get into some of the other products in our next 30 days and the 30 days beyond that. But we're going to start with that product. So if it was the Zalo Pro line, maybe the Limitless itself, and you talk to people and compare that Limitless to all the other energy drink alternatives that are out there on the market and show how ours is so much healthier and ours is so much less expensive. And if you use and share this product, you can make money. So it's very simple. Or the whole Pro line, where you take all 3 products every single day and you give all 3 products away every single day to somebody to sample it. Or maybe you're a millennial and you're really excited about our Millennial Builders program because it's a focus on that generation. So maybe that's your story, and then that's what you do. You call everyone on your list and you tell them about this. Or maybe it was the 2-minute miracle gel, and we've got an amazing story. The product came out in 2002, same time as our juice. And now that this marriage between the 2-minute miracle gel and this mangosteen with these powerful xanthone molecules now make it the most powerful product on the market. It's clean, it's green, it has mangosteen, it still has proven results, works on 100% of the people 100% of the time, but now we have long-lasting results, and it works in just 2 minutes. So if you want to just come over and try the product, it's simple. Our PICS, maybe it was PICS that was shared with you, whether it was the weight management or something else. Whatever it was, you're excited about. And if you haven't slept good in years and somebody gave you slumber and you're sleeping like a baby, who else do you know that struggles with sleeping? So we want to, whatever we're excited about right now, the product that was shared with us is what we're going to start with in our first 30 days using the opinion approach to share with other people. So what do? We're going to start everyone off as a customer and take them through the journey to become a distributor. So a customer, we're going to share a product, we're going to get them a product. So there's 2 ways to do this. We're going to start our first 30 days, we're going to start right in our living room. We're going to start right in our backyard, right in our local market. So we will purchase some extra product to have it on hand so we can sell it at retail and put it right in the hands of our friends and make that retail profit instantly. And then we'll get into how we build outside of our backyard. So once we let somebody try the product that first month, we're going to be exposing them to other benefits of the business. We're going to talk about the tax benefits of owning your own home-based business, our lifestyle program, our vacations, our Zango Goodness program, and invite them to also donate a meal pack. So whatever I shared with the customer, once they're in, they're using the product, I want to tell them about the meal pack program. Most people will at least do the smallest meal pack, which you can do for $22.50 a month, and that gives you 20 points in your business. So most people will do that. I have a great 100 PV business building tool for people who like the weight management, because that has 80 points for the 3 products. Just add on the 20-point meal pack for your 100 points. And almost everybody does it. Who doesn't want to make a difference when it's only $22.50 a month out of your pocket? So we're going to take them through this process. Again, starting off with, how do we build an international business with Zango? One case or two. One case or two cases. One case for a single, two cases for a family, or two cases for a single who wants to have extra product every month to let people try. We want everyone to use the juice, to get familiar with the juice, to have experience with the juice, because the juice is available in every single market that Zango's in, and so is our meal pack program. So those are two things we want to talk about, because when we have experience with that, now we can begin to talk to people in other countries and not talk to them about a product that they don't even have in their market. Everyone has these products. So we are going to build our business by committing to one case or two every single month on an ADP, automatic delivery program. So one case or two, and then we have to buy additional products for promotion in our first 30 days. Now this is about getting your business off to a great big start. We're going to maximize our results by maximizing our initial order to have extra products so that we can sell them to our friends right there on the spot, make a retail profit so that we cover the cost of our products and put a profit in our hands, and maybe even get our products for free. And the more people that we use the opinion approach with and that try products, the more we're going to have our own friends tell us how great these products are. And we're going to make money, and that's going to help us develop that belief that we need in the products and in the opportunity. So how do we get started? 3 ways: good, better, best. All 3 ways start with the 200 ADP. So one case or two plus additional personal consumption products, and start with products that are available in your market as well as the meal pack. So maybe it's going to be a case of juice plus picks, or it's going to be a case of juice plus 2-Minute Miracle Gel, or a case of juice plus the Zalo Pro line, or whatever it is. We're going to, one case or two plus some initial products to have to sample. The next thing we're going to do, the better way to actually get started, is same thing, one case or two, 200 ADP. That's not going to change. That's every single month. But add more products for our first 30 days, because we only get our first 30 days once. The more products you have on hand to sample, the more people that you contact in that first 30 days, the more people that have experiences with our product, the more results you're going to get, the faster you're going to build, the faster you're going to promote. And the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. What you come in with, chances are most of your people are going to come with. They're going to ask you, well, what'd you do? And so you want to tell them. So maybe this is $500 worth of additional products. Maybe it's a 20-pack of the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, or whatever it is. It's your products plus extra, and then, of course, the best way is even more. So maybe the middle one is a 10-pack, and the highest one is a 20-pack. More Zalo Pro products, more PICS weight management products, whatever it is that you're promoting. So just know, again, the more products you have, the more people you can sample, the more retail profit you make, the more people trying the products, the more opinions you're gathering. And 80-20 rule then therefore says the more distributors and customers you're going to sign up in your first 30 days, the more money that you're going to make, the faster you're going to grow. And the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So I can't stress any of this enough. So good, better, best. You come in with a few extra products, more extra products, or a lot of extra products, because you've got big goals and you're going to contact lots of people. And then we're just going to sample, using that opinion approach, building our belief, developing customers, distributors, becoming profitable, and duplicating success. We're going to choose and price our sample pack, because again, we don't have to give these products away. Many people do. You can get the Zalo Pro line and put together the Best Day Yet pack. So those cards and the product and everything together, maybe it's $3. But if you sell them for $5, number one, if somebody pays for something, they're much more likely to try it. Number two, you're becoming profitable and you're covering the cost of your products. But even if you decided to give it away, it is a tax deduction. So either way is okay. but you can choose and price your opinion pack, even if that opinion pack is a gift. What I do is I gave products away to people that I personally knew that were like the closest to me, and then from then on, as I continue to go, especially when I talk to strangers, once I get past my first 30 days and I'm meeting people, then I would always sell the opinion pack. But oftentimes I gave away to friends just to get them to come to the house because I wanted to give them a gift, and that was my reward for them for listening and for taking the time out of their day to do that. So however you want to do it, we're going to do it. We're going to let them sample. We're going to invite them to a meeting. So let's say today I just got started in Zango and I've got product being shipped to me and it's going to get here on Thursday. Then I might be on the phone from now till Thursday calling everyone I know, asking if they want to try this product. It's going to be at my house on Thursday. I'm not sure what time, but Thursday night I could come by and drop off the product and pick up a check. And if they're not home, I could have them leave it in the mailbox or on the front step or whatever. So that night, all I'm doing is dropping off products and picking up checks. And by the time the day my product arrives, I could actually already be profitable because I could, as long as I'm contacting and keep calling people until I get it. If I've got 20 samples coming, I'm going to be making calls till I have 20 firm commitments. And I've got it all sold and I'm already profitable. And then I'm going to invite them to a potluck, a home party, or an event where we can all get together and share our experiences. And I'm going to use the 4-step process. Home party. Home parties, I love them. I love potlucks. I just do because people come, they're more committed, it's fun, it's social. And we're going to share our experiences, and then we're going to have somebody in our upline who's making money present the opportunity. Whether it's a Skype call or a phone call, it doesn't matter. But somebody, the partner, the expert, is going to share the money. Preferably they're locally and they can actually be there in person and people can actually meet them. So we're going to really sell the partner. We're going to talk about this expert who is sharing this information with them and giving you the opportunity to even be part of this and how much you want your friend to meet them. And that person is going to present the money portion. They're going to talk about the opportunity because you're not able to do that yet. You're going to share the product experiences with your friends. So if you did this, a lot of your friends, they're going to tell you, they're going to call you and tell you the exciting results that they're having on the product. Some of them, if you haven't heard from them, by midweek you're going to call them and ask them what they thought. Some of them, maybe they haven't even started it yet, so you have to walk them through that or whatever. So remember, you're going to follow up. You're going to send them some videos, information about the product. You're going to remind them about the event that you're having in your home where you want people to come and again, share and talk and meet your business partner and hear about the business. So this is all going on with the follow-up and everything. And then, of course, at your party, you're going to invite everybody to join. Some will be customers, some will be distributors, but you're going to make a percentage on all the sales that happen at that meeting. And everything sold at people signing up as Zango and buying products themselves and teaching them about good, better, best if they really see the business and want to get started. All that volume you're going to get paid for next week. Zango pays 15% on all new customers, on all customers of your personals, and 25% Power Start bonus on new distributor orders. So they're all going to come next week. And then, of course, those people who do see the business and want to do the business with them, we're going to schedule home meetings for them. We're going to do the 48-hour training for them. We're going to do all of that with them, and we are going to help them. And we're also going to earn weekly commissions on everything that happens at their home party and their event. So that's really what it's about. That's all we're doing, using the opinion approach, having a party, selling some product, making some retail profit, making some residual weekly commissions, and then some more residual commissions as we duplicate this with our friends. So the other type of party we can have is straight a 2-minute miracle gel party. So if we do this, maybe we've got 20 people that are all committed. They're coming to your house to try it, so we can all try it together. It's really, really fun because we're all together experiencing it together. These are really fun parties. And right there, if you bought a 20-pack, cost you $700, which is a cost of $35 a jar. Retail them all at $55 a jar. So that night at your home party, you've covered the price of your pack and you've put $400 in retail profit in your hands right then and there at your party. That is something that duplicates really, really well. So if you love the 2-minute miracle gel, that's what was shared with you. That's what we're going to do first, is we're going to have a 2-minute miracle gel party. And, of course, we're going to earn our commission. So we're going to talk about just what a new distributor earns, just those weekly commissions, and our iBonus pool, and our Paradise trip. So what does that mean? Every year, Zango takes and rewards leaders for using and sharing the products in the business with others. And the next trip for North America is in the Dominican Republic. And by the way, anyone all over the world can go to any of these events. It's just the North American trip means that most people from North America are going to be there. So wherever you are in the world, you can still win a trip to the Dominican Republic, because this trip qualification doesn't end till May. So all you have to do is promote and rank to 5K or higher. We explain how to get to 5K through our compensation plan training. And so I'm going to share the comp plan training with the 48-hour assignment so that you know and can understand how to focus on these weekly commissions on your customers and your new distributors, how to get a share of the iBonus pool. 5% of all customer orders in the world go into a bonus pool, and they're shared from the 1K position on. 1K meaning I have 1,000 in total volume, including my own personal purchases, and I have at least 3 customers or distributors that I've shared the products with. And we're going to build residual income, and this is where it goes from there. Now, what are the follow-up things? I'm going to follow up with the different Zango sites, my Zango Builder, XU events, to invite them to conference calls or events. Our news blog, haveyouheardthenews.com, will keep you updated and let them know what's going on, what's current. And our new marketing site, agiftfromus.com. Now, agiftfromus.com has been updated now with the PICS weight management products. And, of course, we have our 2-minute miracle gel, our other PICS products, and we've had all of our other amazing products. These are all sampleable products. We have videos, most of them from Dr. Templeman, explaining how the product works. You don't need to be a product expert. You just simply need to share the information using the tools. So whatever product it is that you're promoting and your opinion is, you can go to that page on agiftfromus.com. You can get your own site. If you're new and don't have one, this just launched again. We're still going over final edits, and it's not even 100% yet, but we're about probably 95% there. So right now we're offering the site at half price, and you'll be locked into that price forever. But if you get your own site, it's linked to you, and you go to the product that you want to share, and you share it through any of the social media venues that you want to. And then the person will be linked into you. In the bottom of every product page is a buy now. When they click buy now, they're buying through your Zango website automatically, getting signed up under you as a customer or as a distributor, and you'll get commissions the very next week on any orders that they place. So these are the tools. And when we sponsor new customers or distributors, we can either go into, so agiftfromus.com is now linked to your own personal Zango website, or you can send them directly to your personal Zango website, myzango.com/your site name. If you don't have that yet, log into your MyZango back office and then click on website. There's the settings there that'll give you an automatic website name based on your name, and you can change that and customize it if you'd like. And that'll be your website. So you can send people just to your website. But the other thing that you can do, which is really cool, is go to shop.zango.com, log in with your ID, and then go to the product that you want to share, put it in your shopping cart, and you can share a link to your shopping cart. When you send that to somebody and they click on it, it goes right to whatever you put in that cart. So they don't have to click on Zango Shop and find the product and put it in the cart themselves. So this is such a no-brainer, these tools that we have available to us. And of course, as we do this and we duplicate, at our very first home meeting, we should be a 1K. And we find 3 people that want to do home meetings themselves, that want to come in as business builders, good, better, best, go help them do their home meetings, duplicate for them. They can become 1Ks, we can get to 5K. And then, of course, we continue to duplicate and help those people with their people and so on. We promote to 20K and beyond, and of course we then begin to earn all of the bonuses that Zango has to offer. So what do we do after our first 30 days, 30 to 60? We're going to continue to sample and invite more people on our list, new people that we haven't even met yet, using our minimum daily contacts. We're going to make our number. I recommend 10. In this day and age with the tools that we have, I think we can all do 10. It doesn't take a lot of time today. It took a lot of time in my day to do 10 a day. But I really believe today you can do 10 a day in less than an hour, because we're just talking about inviting people. It doesn't matter what the response is, not even the presentation. It's not all of the stuff. It's just a conversation to invite somebody to take a look at your business or try a product. So our MDC, but whatever you do, 5 if you don't think you can do 10. Make it a realistic number that you're committed to, that you'll absolutely do. Don't do less than 3, because it'll take you a long time to build this business if you don't have a good enough number there to be consistent with. And then our duplication. So again, we're going to help our people, and we're going to promote and rank, and we're going to work towards the Paradise Trip, and we're going to continue our expansion now outside of your local backyard. Now we're going to focus on national. Who do you know outside of your city, outside of your state, throughout your nation? And all of this is ordering and shipping direct from the Zango. So you can just 3-way somebody into Zango, or you can send them a link to your shopping cart. They can just sign right up, buy the product, to try the product. Remember, customer first. Even if I'm sharing the opportunity with you, I don't want to just give you a bunch of opportunity information without having you try the products. Almost everyone I've ever met says they want to try the products first, see how they work. So let's get them some products. There's a money-back guarantee. That's a simple, easy thing. If it was my first phone call to you and I told you about this amazing weight management product line that we just launched, I would say, you want to try it? There's a money-back guarantee. Let me 3-way to the company right now, and we can get some products shipped to you. And then we want to do a presentation. So it doesn't matter how. So many ways now, Skype, Zoom, a 3-way call, Google Hangout, whatever it is. So we are going to, again, expand and focus on this Paradise Trip. Focus on the trip. People who focus on the trip and win the trip also win residual income. They grow and build their businesses, and they continue to grow as we focus our people on the trip. We don't want to go alone. We want to go with our friends, with our people. So we're all as a team focusing on the next trip. And then our 60 to 90 days, we're again continuing sampling, inviting, minimum daily contacts, continuing the duplication, and continuing the expansion. But now we've already expanded outside of our local. We've expanded national. Now we're going international. And this is where we're going to start to look at each country that we might know somebody in, what products are in that country, so that we can focus on a product that's in that country. And so that's it. And then beyond that, we continue this, and we continue to invest in ourselves, because that's important. We need to invest in ourselves. We want to become a member of the $1 Million Club. We need to feed our mind with $1 million ideas. And the one big way to do that, of course, is books and tapes and get your recommendations from your upline. But it's the next big event, always the international convention. And so here's the next events that are coming up. And when you look at the Zango events calendar, there's events all over the world. So if you know people in some of these places in the world, you want to plug in. Our next national event is in Las Vegas on June 3rd. It's Zango Vista. And our next international event is in Las Vegas on November 16th through 18th. Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. That is our international convention. So you absolutely want to be there in November. If you're able to, you want to get there in June. And if you're able to, of course, any of the events that are around, you want to plug into the next event, wherever that is that you can get to, and then always the international events. This is where you're going to meet and hear from leaders who are successfully building Zango business, as well as founders, so you can understand their vision and where we're going. Very important. This is Zango 2.0. The future is here. Zango had an amazing first run. This is the second run. So are you ready to be your best self? Your best self 2.0? Are you ready to have your next wave in your personal life? and in your business life in Zango? I hope so. I hope you choose to embrace this and be part of the future. Thanks, everyone.